Deaths come in threes, right? We've all heard that before. Perhaps we've even noticed it. But is it true? The truth is that over 150,000 people die every single day. So no, this is not true that deaths come in threes. But right now I'm going to show you a way that you can use the same principle, the same way of thinking, to one, make your life better by changing the way we think, and two, how you can use this to manifest great things in your life every single day. The idea that deaths come in threes comes by reinforcement. We hear it and then we notice it. We see a celebrity, somebody passes away, or somebody that we know about passes away. And then shortly thereafter, we notice that two other people pass away. Maybe two other celebrities, or a celebrity and somebody else we know. So it reinforces this idea that deaths happen in threes. The truth is that this is due to a part of our brain that sits at the base of our brain called the reticular activation system, or the reticular activating system, the RAS. And this bundle of nerves does a number of things, but one of the things that it's famous for is for acting as a filter of information that comes to our attention. And right now there's billions of bits of information coming at you, but you don't notice all of it. If you did, you'd go crazy. For example, you're not paying attention to how your tongue feels in your mouth right now, perhaps until I mentioned it. Or you don't know what your toes feel like in your shoes right now, up until now, because I mentioned it, because now we're focused on it. We're paying attention to it. All of this information before was filtered out. And perhaps you're watching this video or listening to this video, maybe you're folding laundry, you're paying attention to those things. But at the same time, there's a ton of other information coming at you, but we don't notice it. And that's a good thing, because we need to be able to focus. But when it comes to things in our life that we notice, like deaths come in threes, this occurs because that principle has been reinforced in our head. We hear about it, and then we notice it. In the background, once we see a celebrity passes away, we think, oh, deaths come in threes, or you hear people talk about it. And then in the background, that part of our brain starts scanning. Even if you don't actively think you're scanning for this to be true or for something to happen to reinforce this idea, that part of your brain is scanning in the background for information to reinforce that. And so it'll notice when somebody else passes away. And when you see three people pass away, it's reinforced. And so you believe deaths happen in threes. But you can use this same principle to manifest good things in your life, to notice good things in your life. You see, if you're somebody that notices bad things in your life, it's because these things were constantly reinforced, perhaps from experience, or somebody taught you this. For example, if you believe that life is difficult, at some point it's been reinforced in your life. Incidents, things happen, and they reinforce the idea that life is hard. Bad things happen in life. In the back of your mind, your RAS is scanning for information to prove this to be true. And so something negative is noticed, and then it reinforces the idea in your head. Bad things happen. If you are raised to believe that police are bad, that police are a negative thing in the world, in our neighborhoods, then your brain is going to scan in the background and notice all of the things that could be considered negative about police. And when you see a police officer do something illegal or wrong, then it's going to reinforce this idea. If you are raised to believe that people don't like you for your religion, your skin color, whatever it might be, then you're going to notice every incident that could possibly be construed to reinforce that. Or you may even notice incidents where this is the case. Somebody maybe doesn't like you for whatever reason. And it reinforces the idea that people don't like you for this reason. The truth is that we can use this same part of our brain to reinforce good things and notice good things and manifest good things in our lives every single day. So instead of thinking that bad things happen in threes or deaths happen in threes, you can train your RAS to look for good things. And over time, this becomes a habit. And in the background, your RAS will look for good things and notice them. Meanwhile, filtering out the negative things. So, if you tell yourself, I challenge you to do so, that good things happen in threes. Believe it, think it, understand it, remind yourself. And then in the back of your mind, literally, your RAS is going to scan the world, your environment, the things that happen, and it's going to pinpoint something positive. It's going to find something good in your life, and it's going to say, hey, there's one. And then something good happens in your life, and tell yourself again, good things happen in threes. And so you know that 2 more great things are going to happen in your life. You're expecting it, right? Now, whether you manifest it or you begin to notice good things in your life, either way, it doesn't matter. Because your brain then starts to look for these other 2 great things that are going to happen. Let's say you find a $5 bill while taking a walk. And then you say to yourself, great things happen in threes. And so in the back of your mind, unconsciously, your brain's going to start looking for good things to happen. And inevitably, good things happen. No matter what environment you're in, at some point you can notice something good about your life. You can be grateful about a number of things, no matter how small. But in a typical day, you might notice another good thing. Something else good happens, right? Maybe you got to leave work early or something like that. And you say, hey, your brain says, that's one of those good things that we said is going to happen in threes. This morning, I found a $5 bill on the ground, and today we got to leave early from work. And then your brain says, that's 2. And then again, you say, good things happen in threes, and now you're looking for another good thing to happen in your life. That same day or soon, right? And so, inevitably, it's going to notice a third thing, a good thing that happens. And that's great. And then if you keep this up, great things happen in 3, or if you tell yourself something good's going to happen today, you'll notice it in the background. In the same way that you right now notice all the bad things, all those negative things that happen, right? And then you tend to get focused and you get overwhelmed sometimes because it's just all these things that, you're stressed about, things that happen, you worry. You start noticing all these bad things in your life. People don't like me. Your RAS is going to look for things to reinforce that, whether it's objectively true or not. You can say this group of people is bad, or these police officers are bad. Your brain is going to ignore anything to the antithesis, anything that opposes that idea, and focus in on the bad things you might see, maybe police officers do. And then your brain's going to convince you that that's true, even if that's not true. All right? So if you now tell yourself police officers are a great thing to have in our community, they do lots of good things, think that way, then you're going to begin to notice all of the good things that police officers do. If you think people like me, right? 1, you probably won't act in a way that will have people not like you, but you'll also notice little things that will tell you that people like you. Now, that may not be true to an extreme, right? But you may notice more things of somebody being nice to you or something like that, and then that kind of reinforces, oh, people like me. And then you begin to act as if people like you. You might start being friendlier, right? And so you begin to notice that people like you. It's like if you become interested in a subject, let's say you become interested in whatever, horses, right? Oh, I'm interested in horses. I like horses. And then you start to notice horses everywhere. Every horse that you wouldn't have noticed before, you notice it, right? If you tell somebody, there's a ton of white trucks around here, right? Then in the back of your mind, your RAS is going to be looking to confirm this. And so, oh, white truck. Oh, there's another white truck. Another one. Oh, where all these white trucks come from? If you train yourself to look for black trucks or black cars, whatever it is, any color, then your brain in the background is going to scan for these things. You see, I saw all these black cars today, black trucks. So instead of thinking deaths come in threes, bad things happen in threes, bad things happen to me, people don't like me, I'm a victim, instead of doing that and allowing your brain to look for things to confirm for that, think people like me, your brain will start looking for things to confirm that. And because people like you, it seems, you start to notice that you'll start to change for the better in a way. But the main idea here is to switch from thinking that bad things happen in threes to switching your thinking to thinking that good things happen in threes, and then expect them. Okay? So now begin telling yourself good things happen in threes and begin to expect good things. Once you notice them, tell yourself there's more coming. Good things happen in threes. Try it. See if your life changes for the better. My name is Edgar Ortega, Handsome Blind Guy. Please be sure to subscribe to this channel. If you enjoyed this video, if you thought it was helpful, let me know in the comments, like it, share it, and hit the notification bell if you haven't already. But I make videos like this that give you tools to help you become better, to think better, to build positive habits that will only benefit you. So until next time, I'll see you, or you'll see me, in a future video.